whatever's going to happen next. Hey everybody, Luxinda Swirl here, new day, new Tumbler project. This is an idea I got from Steve McDonald over at Steve McDonald Arts and Crafts. I will link to his video below. I actually had this vinyl for a completely different reason. I bought it almost a year and a half ago now, and then I never used it for anything. I have a 30-ounce thick tumbler from Maker Flow. I have sanded it, washed it, spray painted it flat black, and then put on a layer of KS Liquid Stone Ultra UV resin. Doesn't have to be that particular resin, any resin. I just wanted a shiny, very smooth surface. That's what we're going to apply our vinyl to. And let me get out a piece of this. This comes in 24 A4 size sheets, so they're about, is it 8 1/4 inches wide by 11 3/4 inches long, something like that. It's a little different than our 8.5 by 11. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap a sheet of this on this and resin over it, and we'll see what happens. I mean, this is going to be another very short. I've been doing a lot of relatively short, relatively simple tumblers lately. I don't really have an excuse for it. It's just, I just needed to crank some stuff out, and I have a lot of other things going on, so this just seemed like a nice, relatively quick and easy project to tackle. Unfortunately, this won't hang over either end, so if I get it going wrong, it will be a little wonky. I may end up having to trim the top and bottom. Okay, so I've dropped my cup edging tool down to 1 washer. There's 1 washer in here. I think that will be good, as I've shown in the past, but if you haven't seen it, I'll show it again. I'm going to start at the seam. That way it's easy to know when you've been all the way around. You're going to push the cup up against the razor blade and either push it away from you to turn it or turn it towards you. I prefer turning it towards me. It feels a little safer. Whichever works best for you. Personal preference. So then we just run it along here, pushing against the blade while also turning the cup. That has evened the top out. I am going to do vinyl. Okay, so this is the 0.15 width. Pretty happy with how this looks so far. I'm gonna check for bubbles to make sure I didn't miss any and then put another layer of resin over the whole thing. I will bring you back for that layer of resin, and then after it's cured, we will move on to the decal or saying or whatever's gonna happen next. And we're back. Okay, so we have a layer of resin on this. Everything we've done so far is protected. I have decided to put on a couple decals. I am going to use the glitter vinyl paper that I got from my local Dollar Tree. This is a silver I'm going to be using, and I've used it recently on another tumbler. I will link to that below if you haven't seen that one yet. I really like how it looks on black in general, and this is kind of a black cup also, so I'm going to use it here as well. And I figured I would put one thing to sort of cover up the seam, and then we'll put a main decal on the other side. I have cut a lightning bolt, and I made it about 7 inches long, so it will kind of sort of cover up a good portion of the seam. It won't be perfect, it won't cover everything. It will do an adequate job. I think it will be more noticeable than the seam itself underneath. That's kind of cool. Yep. Losing my eye again. My eye dot. Lost it a couple times before I even got to this part. Okay, yay! I'll use a little parchment paper, cover it up, and then just kind of I'm going to put a final layer of resin on this. I may add a little bit of Marabou Rainbow Alcohol ink to the final layer of resin. It will be Chaos Liquid Stone Ultra UV epoxy resin. So the next time you see this, we should be out in the sunshine.